If Silas looks anything like it did earlier and doesn't find the lead it needs, I think we'll quickly be outscaled here.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right there. And we're going to load onto the Rift now. And one thing I want to keep an eye on is if Taku can, continue his reign of supremacy up in this top lane and gather himself a nice advantage against this Jax from LJW. I think that's one place to look because yesterday things actually looked dire for the start of the game for Halpigs, but it was Taco really turning the entire game on its head by himself. It's Conqueror is here.
Yeah, has himself a Scorch as well. So I guess he really wants to be putting on some pressure early game. His Godzone is spotted out on that. But yeah, I think with the Conqueror and the Scorch is going to try and get a lot done in this early game. And that was a ward that died there. So Shera, he will get level 2 off that first wave. Probably won't be getting priority up against the Azir.
No.
And I wonder if first strike on Silas is a little troll this game. Because I feel like normally you go for first strike if you don't really need the Conqueror. Not only for the lane, but also for the team fights. Because with taking Conqueror Resolve, you get a lot of tenacity for free. But that's not really the case with first strike. You're going to have to give up Legend tenacity. And sure, you get a bit more gold, but it's not going to be easy to proc first strike onto the likes of Azir or Philios. And that tenacity up against the Renekton would be really nice. So I think kind of weird choice by Shera. We'll see what ends up happening. Ooh, so we're getting a jungle side by side again.
I like these ones.
Yeah.
It feels like a God Tone special.
It's relaxing.
It is. We miss out on some trading that perhaps happens. Bot lane seems to be the place that happens every game, but at the moment at least, Taco lower in health than LJW you can see on the side of your screens. In terms of the junglers though, no real surprises in their pathing. Should be somewhat similar, although Sejuani a little bit faster with access to that damage coming from Permafrost.
Yeah, now I wonder, is he going to go for a 3-camp top? Because he's left his red to a bit later. And let's see where he passed. I think he... No, okay, so he's going to go top river. No, he queues over the wall. Okay, interesting. Will he go to the top jungle of Godtone? I mean, really interesting path. Let's see what Sejuani does. Keep your eye on her.
Oh, he's just getting the ward down.
Ooh, maybe looking at Adiog's mid. Does not know this is warded. And in the meantime, Godtone's actually getting to work on this blue. This is really good as long as Adiog's doesn't die.
And as well as this, the ward that Arashi puts down doesn't actually spot anything to do with this Nautilus. And Adiog's playing those limits, gets out of there. It is the blue found for Godtone, so early advantage, at least in the jungle here, given to Halpigs. Oh, Godtone looking for the brawl. Actually just snipes him from across the map. Winning out on the damage too. Arashi's going to realize his blue's not there.
Yeah, I don't think that Nor hook should have hit, but Godtone with that. I wonder, can he get anything more? He has priority in mid and bot, and it looks like he's going to try.
He's
or
just
at least he's going to get
top
the scuttle. Yeah, I mean, I actually think it's good. Like, there's no way Sedge can fight him on this side. If he can just finish up on this side, make sure there's no options left for Sedge, and then return to his top side, should find himself ahead. And I've criticized Godtone's pathing before, but I think what he did here is very, very good.
Yeah, night and day compared to that, leaving your red buff to never ever get it. Godtone actually looking bot now. Smurf might have to just commit the flash. In fact, will. Oh, and the hook lands as well as the Gravitum. It's first blood to Tide.
Halpigs, they're playing this so well. Really nice from Godtone and Tide. Nice, yeah, credit to them as well. Set up a nice 2v2 kill there.
No sums had to be used.
Oh, Godtone's not done.
Wow, this, okay. Godtone, he got his win against Frank and he's leveled up.
He has. He's decided it's time. Time to show the world what he's made of. He's just ganking every lane here. Top's the only one he hasn't made a trip to yet.
Yeah, but Top, pretty comfortable. Already got that teleport out of Jax and still pretty much even in health. I think one of the most annoying things about Renekton is he has the heal and he also doesn't have any mana.
So Smurf is forced to flash early, and the Gravitum, I mean, I feel like Blaze was just walking up so far, and he had no HP really to speak of either. Feels like that was kind of an end moment. And look at that bot lane item advantage. I mean, the BF sword coming in for Tide.
Yeah, what's he building? Is he going to go Stormrazor?
Stormrazor? Yeah, I'm not sure.
We haven't seen Stormrazor first in a while.
Well, we'll see. But Godtone, I feel like so far with his impact on the map, has been doing much better than Arashi. Maybe it's just some of the nerves have kind of been shaken off and feels more confident after taking down Frank. It is once again the lost chapter that will come in from the Silas. And what will the Azir go for? Should be a chapter as well. I think this is a very good Leandry's game up against the Sejuani. Question will be, does he go for it straight? As top trade comes out, Taco's over 6.
Taco does hit the Dominus. We've seen him solo kill Jaxes before. Isn't going to on this occasion, but certainly affords himself a lot of lane priority as LJW will get to his tower. See how well Taco can sort of fend him away from this wave.
Yeah, he has himself a pretty big CS lead already, so any more that he can deny to that tower would be nice. Rashi, he's going to manage to take away one camp here. Almost equalizes in the jungle, but can they go for more? Shera, he's maybe looking for a bot dive.
Certainly looking for it. Gold tone on the way.
They're going to be spotted very early. I think Hellpigs, they should be very aware of this. They know that their Zero has been taken, and Sars will return to mid. Hellpigs, they're looking promising in this game. Got leads in every lane at the moment, including the jungle as well. They kind of manifest in that 1.4k gold, 1.2 at present, and another plate. Could be gobbled up by Taco here. It's very, very low. Nice
Look at these trades. It does not have the ult, actually. So right now, if there was a fight, should in theory favor the Jax. So Taco has to be a little bit careful. His hook lands here. It's Arashi going to be down here, but Tide with the quick reaction there. Actually, IC8 with the quick reaction, should I say. Gets himself out. Tide snared up. This is one thing that's annoying about the Thresh, is you can just stand so far behind your AD carry and allow him to harass fairly safely. Dragon started up now for Hellpigs, and it does feel like you just give this one away.
I think they might try and contest it. I think getting fights early with your Sedge Silas could be good, but they're so low health. Maybe they can't.
Gold tone.
And Silas just wasted all. Okay, I think Impunity should probably leave. They're going to still try.
Addy Dog's arriving. There is a good Emperor's Divide angle on these three. Hook goes wide, and with that, you feel like there's no real opportunity in. And it should be the Dragon now going over to Hellpigs.
Yeah, but once again, for some reason, it's the early skirmishing comp that is kind of forced away from the objectives. And you kind of see why. It's the priority in the lanes that ends up making the difference, but too much health loss from Impunity. It does cost them, and they're not able to contest that. But you really, I think, want to be looking towards that Herald. You have to get involved with this Jax, Sejuani, and the Silas before it's too late, because leads are starting to build in those 1v1s for Hellpigs. The longer it's isolated lanes, the better it is.
Look at this.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to get problematic already. 4 points in that W means a lot of damage. And pretty close to 2 plates in the top lane. Was 1 picked up already? Taco has a ward. I wonder if he'll place it on the Herald here. Yeah, it does place it there. Shera, though, he's getting bullied in mid and does not have TP, and I think with that, Impunity, despite bringing up Smurf to this Herald, it's a very awkward timing now because your mid has to base. That's really problematic, I think. Shera, he really needed to stay higher on health there. And Hellpigs, they should look for a fight.
Goldtone hit 6 off his Wolf Camp. And
Smurf?
Smurf doesn't have flashback available, but 2 hooks will land here, and he's quite far away from any safety, even with the flash. Will be going down, and that's Adiog's picking himself up his first.
I'm not sure what Smurf is doing. Kind of felt like not on the same page there. Sheriff forced to base. There's now no point you being around the Herald. They're going to try fight again.
Oh, no.
It goes wide, and I wonder, Emperor's Divide?
Oh, Goldtone. Oh, this guy's just going for everything. Man's gone fishing.
This is good, though, for Hellpigs. They got that kill, that first kill. Ooh, okay. Are they going to walk away from it? I don't think they should.
Yeah, I think they just take this.
There should be a good window, I think, to take it. And Impunity, ooh, can they cheese IC8? This would be good. He's level 5.
Oh, they will likely be able to. He finds him. Oh, no.
Oof.
Oh, my God. The hook lands. Wow, there are some abilities being used right now.
Yeah, although
Adiogs will be found. Does have flash and Emperor's Divide. Is he going to be able to get himself out? No, he will not. Shira finds himself an important pickup.
Yeah, Silas getting that first kill is extremely important. Godzone, though, with that Herald, he might be looking towards top. And there's going to be a pause here for just a moment as Godzone, he's having a mic issue, but I'm sure that'll be fixed in no time at all.
Maybe he was yelling at his mid laner. Bro, blew it up, you know. Hellpigs up 2 plates already.
Yeah, I think both of those is just in top lane.
Yeah, I think so.
And a massive CS lead for him as well.
Taco just, again, showing how solid he is in the isolated 1v1.
Yeah, he just first picks top like a Giga Chad and just wins this lane. Love it.
I'm interested to see like now how he does up against the better teams. You know, it feels like he always looked good. So far in the split at least, he hasn't really looked bad in a single game. And now he's just looking even better. He's actually just the last 2 games especially, he's really taken it to the Jaxes, and I don't know, it feels rough now for Impunity. Azir getting online did die, which is important, and Silas picking that up means their skirmishing potential will be slightly higher. But once this Renekton's able to join the fray, going to be hard here for the team of Impunity to play around.
If he could be, especially if this Herald ends up getting dropped on top. It's going to be a lot more gold going over, and it looks like they will. 4-man on the other side of the map,
Iciators here.
There's no wave.
They're going to look for Iciators. Ty trying to find the damage. Arashi actually getting so low. Ty does have pretty good guns to stay safe and off-put a lot of damage. Ooh. Dodges the hook.
Yeah, there's a wave here, though.
Does
I
have
think
Ghost
they need to
and
go
Flash.
for more.
Has Ghost and Flash. Flash is out of those chains. Will be okay to get out. I think important there that Tide is able to survive. In fact, he's looking to turn it.
Ooh.
Just out of range.
Still, though, look how much gold goes down for top lane, and this is a
kill.
Yeah, this is a trade that massively favors Helpigs. Top lane is almost 40 CS ahead, currently sitting at 34, and gold must be insanely in his favor.
Yeah.
Now, Share off his kill and off that bot dive does get himself an Everfrost. And Adiogs with a bit of a different build. You know, not the Chapter Nashes, is Chapter Codex Nash. Oh, actually, I guess that does build the Nash. Okay, I take it back. So we'll be going the semi-normal build here. And having that spike a lot earlier will be important. I mean, the fact that the Azir comp picked up the first dragon as well, you know, night and day difference from how they played with Frank. And look at those top lane items. Gore Drinker completed. And it feels like bot lane's not too far behind either, despite the fact they got 4-man, right? Their tower's fairly healthy.
Yeah, in fact, you'd argue Tide's ahead.
Yeah, he should still be. And a lot of that just off that 2v2 and the God Tone gank earlier in the game. So far, definitely everything you want here for Helpigs. Second dragon in a minute. I think Impunity, if they want to kind of snowball this game, need to play around their Silas Sejuani. Kind of feels like Jax might be out of it, at least for now. But they still have some strength around that mid jungle, and they need to use it while it's still there. We'll be getting outscaled over time.
Looking bot again. There is no summoners
summons,
now.
Yeah. I think they could have maybe pulled the trigger there, but we're respecting the Thresh Lantern.
Yeah. Taco, wow. Just doesn't even an auto attack. It's just the empowered Q there and the Gore Drinker. Taking a fairly good chunk out of LJW's health bar, and this Renekton is quite menacing now. I mean, I wouldn't like your chances if you're Azaya in this game now.
Yeah, dude, Renekton just did the Krugs, and now he's doing the Raptors. Arashi, he's not going to get any farm in this game.
Oh, this could be dangerous.
Oh, they're all gone. He's not
sorry,
happy.
pal.
Okay, but can they look for something mid? Arashi's got nothing else to do other than be a pest. Comes mid. It looks like he will return to bot, and this is a rough situation to be in as the Sejuani.
Dragon live. But
I think Impunity, they need to get this drag. They need to fight around it. Force something for your Silas Sejuani. And if you lose this one, you're in big trouble.
you've no Ophelio's sons, so if you're going to win, really has to be here, but with
TP from Taco.
I think you can't fight this anymore.
It's a goner. Impunity, they're in trouble. They need to get out.
Yeah, God Tone, all he needs to do is land a hook on someone. Will, it's going to be on Arashi, follow-up hook, and the Graviton. There's just too much CC. Taco goes, nom nom, that's mine. Picks himself up one for his teleport. Yep. And the dragon.
A TP advantage, it's just too much, but Impunity, it feels like you're quickly running out of options. You haven't managed to get your Sejuani Silas involved in anything. And it really just feels like, you know, now you slowly bleed out. You're almost behind enough that you can't take the skirmishes that you need to be able to take. And you definitely don't win in scaling. So what's your avenue back into this? I think maybe you can get picks with the Blitzcrank. That could be the way back in. God Tony's going to finish this up, and it's taking him a long time. And Tide. Oh, got the lantern.
Okay, nice. You know, Thresh Hook is a lot harder to land than the Nautilus hook, right?
Yeah.
You know what makes it real easy to land the Thresh hook? Is just to land the Nautilus hook first. Is Blaze now walking a bit too far up, taking so much damage. Featherstorm committed, but it's going to be that Moonlight Vigil finishing him off. Well-timed ability there from Tide. I think this is the best game we've seen out of this bot lane duo, but they do have to be careful. There is Arashi on the Sejuani on the side. IC8's going to have to play around with this Lantern. Gonna have to be really quick reaction times, though, to be able to thwart anything off here as Arashi comes through. Doesn't use the Glacial Prison, so Tide is able to just get out.
Yeah, and I think now Hellpig's just almost in an unbeatable position.
Yeah.
It feels so hard, and I think Silas really does not function as a champ from this point, right? Even though he's relatively strong, you and your team have to be ahead to do well. And I don't think he's going to be able to. I think there's too many items coming in from the carries already, and that Renekton as well is looking very, very scary. Now, at least he can steal the Nautilus ult and use it on a carry, and maybe that allows them to take him out, but what follow-up is there really, right? Like, your follow-up would normally be the Jax, but it feels like he is going to have a tough time even getting to the fights. And bot lane, certainly won't be able to provide it. I think quickly running out of options here is Impunity, and you feel like you need to contest this third drag in 3 minutes, but I don't see how they do it.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that, in theory, Impunity can still win a fight, but you have to think about how much easier it is for Hellpigs to play a fight at the current state of the game than it is for Impunity. As we see here, it's just Sheer is not even able to turn around and try to damage Godtone.
Oh, Hellpigs maybe went too far.
IC8 a little bit too far up perhaps, but that Flay is massive as well as the knockups. IC8 should be going down, and Ediog's going to have to run. It was a teleport committed at LJW, and Tide does have both of his sums available. Going to commit the Gale Force first. Ghost does come through. He might have to flash. He is going to. Good timing there. But it's Godtone who goes down to Sheer on the side. And just like that, there's a chance for Impunity again, but still, I think, favoring Hellpigs.
Yeah. I think that was kind of off the back of Hellpigs as well, though. It was just a mistake. They walk in too far with that top lane TP disadvantage. They used it previously to secure that dragon win. And Shera, I don't think there's any way you win this fight.
Especially not with the tower being put up. But yeah, in the meantime, we did see up on top, Taco picked himself up an inner turret, so massive amounts of gold given to this Renekton. Godtone actually just max range hooking constantly.
Yeah, I mean, initial pick I think is good, but chasing in the jungle I think is really bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're not showing anyone on mid, and you don't have top TP, so that TP comes in, it's matched by mid, but ultimately it is just a 4v5. IC8, he failed to flash out. And while Hellpigs, they got out relatively scot-free, obviously a couple deaths go down. Godtone, I think, fell at the end because he tried to greed for this. Still, though, they come out decently in terms of gold. That top tower traded over, but it feels just really unnecessary, right? If you just wait for your top lane TP to be up, there really is no... Feels like there is no way back in.
Yeah, and I think top lane TP going to be up for every dragon, and all you need is 2 more. It's the Hextech Soul. Oh, Adiox. Good on out there.
Was much needed gold going over to Shera. I don't believe he's recalled yet, so he should be waiting on quite a lot, and Adiox, he's definitely got the items he needs to deal with this Sedge. Doesn't feel that tanky anymore. Just all HP. And with the Leandries working on the Nashes. Doesn't last too long. And Godtone, he's going to grab the second Herald. It is traded on the bot side. So Impunity, I think they are doing what they can. Probably need to keep going bot lane, honestly. I think they need to redive that Azir. Ooh. Smurf forced to flash.
Pretty important cooldown. Adiox here feeding off 2v1, and in fact, getting Sheer extremely low. It's going to be the Emperor's Divide coming out of that. Silas, though, he is going to have to flash away. Won't be the damage to kill him, but importantly, teleport coming out of this Renekton.
Yeah, once again, Hellpig's kind of just giving avenues back in this game for Impunity. Feels like Azir can just leave, knowing that he's getting that Herald on the top side. And now, mid tower will fall without even the Herald having to crash in it. I think it will probably get the hit on the second one. 30 seconds though, and so despite Hellpig's misgivings, they are in a good position to contest this drag. Impunity, they've got Shadow Flame on this Silas. I think they have to fight. And I think whoever wins this fight, can maybe start to look at, really snowballing the game from here.
It's a very scary Renekton though. Shera actually going forward onto him.
I feel like he would not have wanted that, but honestly, Taco probably just didn't know there was no one else there. But I think if that had hit, would have been in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, you are a 3-0 Silas, but I don't think Silas does particularly well into the old Renekton 1v1 at this stage of the game.
No, just
as you look at the player goal.
Look at the goal. That is
Taco.
That's a big croc.
Yeah. And you know where crocs are best known for being? In rivers,
river?
mate. And that's where the dragon is, so. I don't know how you're going to contest this dragon. They're trying to get mid-priority, which is a good start. IC8, yeah. Hex Flash. Hook will land there onto Smurf. Smurf looks like he'll go down. And Godtone finding Blaze as well. These bot laners, magnets for the hook. But with that pickup, it is just going to be third dragon now, afforded to Hellpigs.
Yeah, I think getting really tough here for Impunity. Hellpigs have very good Baron DPS as well. Obviously, it's not up yet. But I wouldn't be surprised if they look at it in the not-too-distant future. And Smurvy's building an Everfrost on this blitz, but I'm not sure he's going to get it before the game ends. We'll see. Depends how long it takes Hellpigs. Third Dragon is picked up now, though. So Impunity, they are now well and truly on the clock if they weren't already. The scaling favors Hellpigs, so does the Dragon win condition. Definitely going to be tough. Maybe they can get something with Shera's lead here. But I'm not even sure you can call it a lead.
I guess in the 1v1, he has more gold.
Yeah.
But he's down like 2k on the Renekton, so it's hard to call anything a lead other than what Taco is currently sitting with. And how do you contest the Baron? If you get caught, you probably just lose the Baron. Yep. And to be fair, even if Hellpigs were to just greedily start the Baron, the fact they have 2 hook champions makes it so hard to go and check.
They do, yeah. Now, Impunity, oh, they're looking.
Arashi looking, gonna actually land the stun onto Tide, but there is no follow-up, and it's in fact Blaze who gets hooked up. Featherstorm committed. Tide staying safe in this 1v4, 2v4 in mid, but it's down bottom where we see Adiox claiming himself a kill onto Shera.
Yeah.
Oh, Taco.
Now, this could be a base TP from Azir and go for Baron. Okay, instead he cancels the base and will be pushing bot.
This is not a river croc, it's a jungle croc. It looks like Arashi is going to be safe. Kind of surprised that Taco didn't decide to just look for trades. I guess it's safer not to. Smurf does go wide and he gets hooked in return, and that's going to be another Blitzcrank death. And look, there's 3 champions in this game, but I think 2 are clearly looking better than the 1.
Yep, I think this should be Baron started up. Adiox, he can reset and TP to this. Taco, he's just going to play bodyguard, try and keep Arashi out of the pit. He will find him here.
Yeah, teleport coming through from Shera though, and it is LJW very close. Dominus should have to be popped here. Oh, actually, maybe not. Saving it for what could be a fight as Shera claims that Nautilus ult. That's the exact ult you'd want. Looking for an important depth charge here, but it's Taco going in. 1v4, look at the healing. Goes Golden Shera now, not where you want to be, pal. Does go down, and it's going to be traded back though. Taco is found, that's a lot of the gold. And that flash hook will find 2 more flashes, but Tide, he's sprinting it. Graviton Gun will come through, but it's going to be turned around. LGW trying to find the damage required as Godtone will be able to pick himself up 1. He's going to look for more. This Nautilus not looking particularly killable, but ultimately it is going to be a 2 for 1, yeah.
The Baron does get stopped for now though, but it does really just feel like a matter of time until it gets looked at again. Maybe 2 more minutes on the drag could be the place we look towards next. 3 kills on the Azir though, a lot picked up in that fight. And Godtone looks like he's putting a Zhonya's on the Nautilus, which I do like. Once again, I think you can use it to kind of dodge the Silas ult in a way. We'll kind of see how this happens. So I think it was, yeah, I don't know, Shera, he's looking very aggressively, but this is such a good place for Azir and Xayah to fight, right? You can just fight in this choke, or Azir and Aphelios, excuse me. And it's just so easy to front to back, right? Which is exactly what the Hellpigs comp wants. Really nice flash forward coming out of the Hellpigs members. And now, run out of HP. LJW tries to turn it around. Emperor's Divide denies him completely. And Nautilus ult was up after all this time.
All red-white now available for Tide on this Aphelios.
Are they just going to start it up again? I wouldn't be surprised.
Would be able to melt it, but top lanes, both in bot lane, do have teleport available, each of them. Smurf, Hex Flash not available. It is going to be regular Flash.
Yeah, Hellpigs back off. I think it's smart.
Oh, teleport. Yeah.
Ooh.
That is teleport from
LGW. For
LGW.
free and don't want to make it a 50-50. So now you can just wait. You can do that later on, and of course you can play towards this dragon. You're going to be the ones with the first move on it. You've got control of the river. The Impunity, they've got a kind of an impossible fight in their hands, and it's not even that easy for them to trade Baron. In fact, I think they can't. They just don't have enough DPS for it. So they have to fight this, but how?
Gonna be exceedingly difficult. Maybe Norl assault onto the Felios if he's missed position, but even that's a stretch.
Yeah, 2 items now on Blaze at least. As the Navori. He can put out the damage if he gets the opportunity to. In 30 seconds now, resets have come through. Everyone's as strong as they can get for this fight. It looks like Hellpigs, they're the ones in the river first. And they might lose Prio in the mid-wave though, which would allow Impunity to get a bit of that control back. ICA's looking.
ICA, Higgs Flash will be committed here, looking for a Rashi perhaps. It is going to be Norl assault picked up here from Shera, but the flank TP. Keep an eye on Taco. Taco's going to land his CC onto Blaze, who will fear the storm. So far as 2 kills found though, as LJW on the Jacks fighting them. Taco though, he's still alive and he is looking menacing. He's going into the middle of 3 on the top side. Ediog's able to take out Blaze, but it's Taco. It's all Taco. He's 1v3 this whole time. It's looking similar to yesterday, and with that, it is going to be a 2 for 2 ultimately, but health bars majorly in the favor of Hellpigs, and the amount of effect this Taco on Renekton has had cannot be mentioned. It is just crazy.
Yeah. I feel like the Hellpigs mid-top played that fight very, very well. Adiogs and Taco on the same champs as yesterday.
That's it. That's the soul.
Yeah, now we'll be looking towards the Baron really soon, I think, especially with that mid-TP gone, and we'll see how this occurs. Godtone, he looks for Blaze at the back, doesn't quite find him, but Engage comes out from the front of Impunity. They get the Nor onto Tide, who's taken out in rather short order, but still full HP on the Azir, absolutely untouched. And with 2 frontliners in front of him, never really feels like he's in danger. Can just DPS for free, and Taco, there's not enough damage left to take him out either. So this combination, the Azir and his 2 frontliners just have free reign over the rest of the fight. Now they've put Shera in bot, he has a TP, so at least he can come to this. But it takes him a long time to push bot.
I see it landing the hook. Godtone, will he land his? Oh, okay, Flay will land, and it actually makes the hook miss, but ICA's fine, he'll pick up his. And it's Adiogs trying to find as much damage as he can. We'll be picking up the first kill at least on Arashi as Emperor's Divide available for Shera. Finds a really nice one there, but it's going to be the Infernum coming. Taco finding an immediate triple kill. Infernum will pick off that final one there onto the Silas. It's a clean ace. And now attention to Baron.
How much can they get off this? Is it Baron and more towers? It looks like they're going towards that mid-tier 2. Top tier 3 looked at as well. Mid-tier 2 has already fallen, and this is without the Baron even being picked up. It looks like Azir is going towards Demonic. Or maybe a Rylai's? Yeah, it could be a Rylai's.
Probably Rylai's.
I think either of them is both pretty strange. Either way, Baron's now picked up. They broke the base already without even having to use the Baron. So I think Hellpigs, with this, will probably want to put on the finishing touches. And this fight, Engage, comes out of ICA. Nice flash from Godtone. And Tide felt like he was in a tough position here as he gets divided into the team. But look what comes out of the flanks. The 2 solo laners, once again from Hellpigs, find an absurd engage. And just clean them up. It's not even close.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Looking pretty insane. I think credit to Shera. Found looked a bit dire for him. CC'd up, but found a really nice Emperor's Divide. But as you said, Adiogs and Taco coming from either side of that fight, absolutely having the damage to take care of it. And it is the Rylai's, as you just said. Should also be this tower going down now. And it feels like there's one more team fight left in this game.
Yeah.
Level 17, 4-item Renekton here on your screens as Adiogs looking vulnerable. Will flash away from the Glacial Prison, but with that cooldown down now, Hellpigs, I like them for going for a dive.
Yeah, I think this should be the end.
Look at the damage coming out. The hook onto Taco. That's not who you're going to want. He's getting really low, but now he just flashes in. He's in the middle of 5. He will be going down, but his GA is available. In fact, actually, he's not going down. As flashes forward, Gale forces forward. Everyone's going forward. And it's now attention towards the Nexus. Maybe Impunity can look for a fight. They should lose, but We'll have to see. Hook goes wide yet again here from Smurf, and it's going to be a hook for Goldtone that in fact lands and flash away from that counter-strike. That's all she's going to be riding, as Tide should have the damage alongside Adiox to finish off these last members of Impunity and secure their third win, now tied for 6, Hell Pigs.
Wow, tied with Frank. Can't believe it.